Salve, salve galera, Lucas aqui mais uma vez e hoje trago para vocês o início de gameplay de um dos jogos mais esperados deste ano. Estou falando dele, galera, o Alan Wake 2. E essa história se passa 13 anos após o Alan Wake 1, beleza? Lançado agora dia 27 de outubro de 2023, disponível para PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X e S e PC, que é esta plataforma que eu estou jogando, beleza? Então, galera, bora pro vídeo. Já peço humildemente que vocês já deixem o seu like no início, beleza? Para valorizar o trabalho feito aqui no canal. E para você que ainda não é inscrito aqui no canal, já se inscreve, já deixa o seu like, ativa o sininho das notificações para não perder nenhum conteúdo, beleza? Só lembrando que eu vou editar para o vídeo ficar mais dinâmico e sem perder a imersão de vocês, beleza? Então, bora lá. Então, galera, este é o menu principal do jogo. Vocês viram aí que eu já continuei, né? Já fiz algumas, tentei fazer algumas gameplay, o início de gameplay aqui, mas infelizmente o jogo tá um pouco bugado, digamos assim. Legendas fora de ordem, esses bugzinhos, o jogo sai, trava e volta e perca de FPS, entre outros probleminhas de jogos recém-lançados, né? Então, eu aguardei sair a atualização, por isso que o vídeo atrasou um pouco, tá? Então, é isso, infelizmente. Então, eu vou começar aqui um novo jogo. Temos aqui história, normal e difícil. Vamos pro normal. E é isso.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
E começou, galera, hein? Já começa assim. Só lembrando que eu ativei o filtro de censura, tá? Que aqui vocês iam ver ele peladão. E também pro YouTube não cancelar a gente, né?
Where'd he gone?
Ah, a gente consegue correr mais rápido aqui. Descobri o botão. Oh. Nossa, velho. Preparem-se pros sustos, tá, galera? É, eu já descobri, jogo. O cara bem aqui na frente. Beleza. Deixem aí nos comentários se vocês quiserem a série desse jogo, tá? Vou tentar trazer aqui a série completa aqui pra vocês. Opa, por aqui não. Opa, por aqui também não. Caraca, tem um cara aqui. Cara, eu levei um tiro, velho. Nossa! Eita! Cantou aqui. Ah, velho, agora pegou.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Mapa exibe lugares importantes na área.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
O gráfico tá bonitão, hein?
Wait, hey, over here.
Aqui o policial.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Bora lá, né? Pra cena do crime. E galera, eu esqueci de mencionar, eu estou jogando no
Before we
controle
get to
do
the crime
Xbox,
scene,
tá?
there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Deixa eu olhar aqui. Achei melhor jogar com o controle do Xbox.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Ó, você pode acessar o quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Beleza?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Ó, o quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que Sega analise pistas e avance na investigação. Beleza, aqui eu posso movimentar. Beleza. Aqui eu dou zoom e tiro. E aqui eu movo o cursor, tá? É mais para explicar, ó. Você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos, pressionar o B para sair. Beleza? Aqui é nosso lugar mental, né? E aqui é o nosso quadro de casos. Ela tem uma certa habilidade, né, de acessar esse lugar mental aqui para poder juntar as pistas, analisar o caso, entre outras coisas. No decorrer do jogo eu vou explicando para vocês, beleza? Aqui são os mapas que a gente vai pegando. Aqui todo o mapa. E cada local que a gente vai acessando tem um mapa. Se a gente pegar o mapa, ele já vem para cá e já fica disponível lá aqui na parte dos mapas, beleza? Se a gente não pegar o mapa, a gente fica totalmente perdido e não sabe para onde vai ter que ir. É basicamente isso.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Ó, visitar o lugar mental não pausam o jogo, entendeu? Ou seja,
Hey, Casey.
se você estiver no meio da
You
ação,
putting me in
já
charge.
era.
Why
Vai
now?
levar pancada.
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am.
Peraí,
You've
tem uma
cracked
escada
cases
aqui.
that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny,
Break
Anderson.
Falls. É só jornais antigos. Vocês dão um pause aí e leem, tá, galera? Quem quiser ler. Beleza. Bora lá. Uma carreirinha policial. Bem, galera, tô achando bacana aqui a ambientação do jogo, o gráfico do jogo tá bem
You okay to jump down?
legal.
That.
Você consegue sentir bem aqui que tá no local, né? Mirror Peak. Dizendo que é onde a gente tá, né? Que é a montanha. Beleza. Seguir. O gráfico tá bem bacana, você sente aqui, ó, pisada das folhas, tudo. Você sente aqui no headset. O canto dos
Not a bad
pássaros
place
tá
to
bem
get
bacana.
murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
Com certeza a gente vai passar aqui a noite, né?
Next coffee's on me.
Fugindo de alguma coisa.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Tá bem feio o negócio aqui, viu?
Step body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Ó, você desbloqueou sua primeira imagem principal. Você pode colocar no quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Vamos lá. Bem, funciona basicamente assim, galera. Aqui tem as pistas. Você vai colocando aqui no caso de quadros.
Coincidence?
Condiz com assassinatos anteriores. Ó, quando a imagem principal é colocada, vai gerar uma nova pergunta. É possível ver metas no quadro de casos nos seus objetivos. Clicando aqui no Y, ó. Investigue a cena do crime. Beleza. Volta lá. Não, aqui não é bicho de sete
Bruising on the
cabeças não,
wrist
tá?
from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Você vai fazendo basicamente isso aqui, ó.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Pegando as pistas aqui. E é isso. Ó, a gente chegou aqui, ó. Pegou 3 fotos, ó. A gente vai só pegando aqui e colocando, ó.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Você pode pressionar o Y para ver seus objetivos atualizados. Ó. A gente atualizou aqui os objetivos. Ó. Descubra mais sobre a vítima. Descubra mais sobre o assassino. Bem, você tem que encontrar as pistas para poder progredir no caso. Entendeu? Então você vai pegando aqui e colocando. Senão não vai liberando novos objetivos. Tem que concluir aqui até conseguir... encher todo o quadro de casos aqui da pergunta aqui, né, que ele gera, né? Ó, agora você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou sair para obter novas pistas. Ó, aqui a vítima, eu tenho que descobrir quem é a vítima e quem é os assassinos, né?
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Beleza. Parece ter mais coisas aqui, ó.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Bem, a gente volta aqui novamente. Vai colocando aqui, ó. Opa, peraí, calma aí. Essa. Então isso aqui é pra depois.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
Só isso?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Entendi. A gente volta aqui de novo. Ver aqui mais pistas aqui, ó.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Descubra mais sobre o assassino. Bem, acho que é isso. Tem que colocar mais alguma coisa aqui, calma aí. Encontre uma prova, tá faltando uma prova, galera. Deixa eu ver aqui se eu encontro. Opa,
Large amount of blood on the table.
achei.
The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Que é justamente aqui, ó.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Como eu falei, né? Você tem que ir desbloqueando, senão você não consegue progredir, ó. Como eu não tinha encontrado essa foto aqui,
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
chegou a hora de juntar as peças. Ó, você pode usar o perfil dentro do lugar mental de Saga para entrar na cabeça dos suspeitos e vítima.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Consigo sentir que Nightingale veio do lago, mas por que agora, depois de 13 anos onde ele esteve? Galera, eu tenho que explicar uma coisa aqui pra vocês. O Nightingale, ele era o policial do 1, tá? Ele é o cara que estava investigando lá o Alan Wake lá do 1, né? Vocês têm que ver a série do 1, que eu também vou trazer aqui no canal, tá? Para vocês entenderem, tá? É mais ou menos isso. Ele era o policial do caso do 1, que depois de 13 anos conseguiu sair de lá do lugar que vocês vão ver daqui a pouco. Beleza, bora voltar.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Fiquei esperando.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Vocês conseguem dar um pause aí e leiam, galera.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Beleza, vamos aqui no quadro de casos aqui que tem a página.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Right. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Beleza, vamos voltar lá e ver o que é que tem, né, nesse corpo.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more.
Uma subidinha
I
aqui.
believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Aqui morava a bruxa de Candon Lake. Cuidado, talvez o espírito dela ainda assombre este lugar.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
E aí, entramos. Aqui é a casa da bruxa. Parece não ter nada. A galera tava fazendo um churrasco aqui. Mais manuscritos. Vocês pausem aí e leiam.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books.
Você pode usar os fragmentos de manuscrito para aprimorar armas no lugar mental. Beleza.
Isso.
Ó, aqui é o aprimoramento de armas, né? Ó, várias vezes. Segura o botão para atirar. Para ativar o modo de disparo automático. Isso aumenta consideravelmente a cadência de tiro. Mais bala, aumenta 50% o tamanho do carregador, né? Do pente. E outro tiro na cabeça. Acerte 2 tiros consecutivos na cabeça para atordoar o inimigo por mais tempo. Ou seja, pelo que eu entendi aqui, né? A gente precisa desses fragmentozinhos aqui. No caso, esse aqui precisa de 18 para a gente poder fazer o upgrade da nossa pistola. Beleza? E é isso. São pecinhas que a gente vai ter que procurar aí para fazer o upgrade aí da pistola. Vamos voltar lá, né? Não tem muita coisa aqui não.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it.
Hey,
I
you
used
made
to
it back.
love geology when I was
Good.
in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Beleza, vamos pegar, né? Pegamos aqui a chave. Eu acho que aqui não tem mais nada não, né?
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Que é isso? Não consigo.
A lunchbox again.
Outra Outra lancheira.
Who's leaving these out here?
Deixa eu ver o que é que tem escrito. Estamos juntos nessa. Figura heróica. Tem um de heróico. Beleza, beleza. Subimos aqui. Beleza, vamos descer. Acho que não tem mais nada aqui. Essa porta abre. Não.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Comentem aí, galera, o que vocês estão achando aí do jogo até agora. Muito papo e
The Federal
pouca
Bureau
cena
of
de ação.
Control?
O que você está achando?
That's a new one. Toxic volcanic
Gás
gas,
vulcânico
huh?
tóxico, hein?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Como ela falou que aí era uma ilha vulcânica, que aí era um vulcão, né? Não sei.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront.
Chegamos
Shouldn't
aqui
keep
na
the sheriff
cidade,
and our
galera.
witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
O policial ali quer tomar um café. Ó, aí a gente pega o mapa aqui, ó, da cidade. Beleza? Ó, aqui estamos. Aqui é a cidade, né? De Birkenfall.
Rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Jesus, Charlie.
Oh dear. Cute.
Good afternoon. Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Bem, achamos outro perfil aqui, ó. Vou voltar aqui pro lugar mental. A seita da árvore.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
We found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Caraca.
If you say so.
Vocês entenderam aí, galera, o que ela falou? Como se tivesse acontecido alguma coisa com a filha dela, né? Estranho, né? Como é que ela sabe? Bem, será que era só isso que tinha aqui? Uma jukebox? É, uma jukebox tá quebrada. A pobre coitada não aguenta mais tocar a mesma música tantas vezes e tantas vezes. Eu sou fã de Coconut, como qualquer outra pessoa, mas fala sério. Tá quebrada a máquina. Pra cá. Nada.
Hey there,
Cabeça
Mr.
de
Deer.
alce de cervo, né? Não é
You
um alce,
remind
é um
me of a
cervo.
dream I had.
Empalhada.
I need something to force this open.
É, essa chave aqui não abre não, chave. Trancada. Trancada também. Totô? Tem não. Beleza, acho que aqui não...
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Não, isso aqui não vai conseguir abrir. Beleza, era só isso mesmo, galera. Vamos voltar lá.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Vamos aqui pro quadro de casos. Bem, a gente tem aqui uns casos, né? Deixa eu afastar mais aqui. A gente descobriu mais aqui sobre ele,
Time to
né?
see
Ó.
what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Não, depois eu olho isso aqui. Depois eu olho isso aqui, cara. Causa da morte, né?
Think. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Bem, aqui é como se fosse outro caso, né? Tipo o caso das lancheiras aqui. Eu vou tentando encontrar aqui. E... Não, porque não foi em Gravity Falls. Foi aqui na... Calma aí. Tô me familiarizando com isso aqui ainda. Beleza. Pera aí, deixa eu ver se faltou alguma coisa. Vamos pros casos. Calma aí. Aqui é o das lancheiras, beleza. Acho que é só isso mesmo.
Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Caraca.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
seer could not see into bright light.
A pistola.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Ó, tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você. Beleza. Beleza.
He can't see me in the light.
Ele não pode me ver na luz.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Ó, refúgios vão restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará indisponível temporariamente.
Go.
Ó, pegue a pistola. Eu vi na cutscene que a pistola veio para cá.
Vanished.
Desapareceu. Bem, galera, fim do capítulo, né? Vamos continuar. Eu não sei se essa música vai ter direitos autorais. Se tiver, eu vou ter que cortar, tá, galera? Infelizmente.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Fale com Casey. Ó, você pode ler as páginas dos manuscritos no lugar mental. É, que é isso aqui, galera, ó.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
É, isso mesmo. Esse jogo seria da hora se fosse dublado, hein, galera?
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Para onde Nightingale foi? Justa posição. O que são? Páginas estão as páginas não estão fazendo sentido.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Seita da árvore.
I I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Show de bola. O que a gente sabe da seita da árvore? Meta da seita. Tipo de seita. Quem está envolvido? Nightingale é a última vítima. Símbolos da seita. Membros das seitas usam máscara de cervo. Então, quem está envolvido? Não.
Think, Saga.
Já que eu coloco isso aqui. É lá em cima mesmo, não? Ah. Mentalidade da seita. Se estão escondendo o rosto, não se estabeleceram o bastante para operar abertamente em relação com a festa do cervo. Que vai ter a festa, né, lá. Beleza, é isso. Volta lá, né? A gente tem um rádio aqui, que deve ser pra escutar alguma...
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Rádio. Te sigo na escuridão. Ah, é aquela música lá. A música do jogo. Beleza. Vamos voltar lá, galera, pra gente ver se a gente descobre mais alguma coisa, né?
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Bem, tem alguma coisa aqui, pra cá. Deve ser kit médico isso aqui, né? Beleza. Isso aqui parece não ter nada. É onde guarda os monstros, né?
Can't be opened on this side.
Não dá pra abrir por este lado. Beleza, pura. Aqui não tem nada. Aqui também não tem.
The heart is going too. Get the...
Vocês sabem que eu gosto bastante de explorar, né?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Calma aí, vou ver uma porta aqui. Fechada.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Mais pilhas.
That's all crazy talk. monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic?
Não abre.
Magic's not real.
I need bolt cutters.
Não deu. Vamos subir, né? A gente tem que voltar lá de novo na floresta, velho. Provavelmente, né? Alguma coisa por
Oh
aqui.
dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. Bear season.
Dá pra você assistir, velho.
Oh no, a bear. Help.
Legal. Da hora.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right.
Nada de interessante.
Good day.
Bom dia, patrão.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am.
Do we have to do
Someone
this,
will be
Walter?
right with you.
Huh?
Ali?
I'm at my wit's end with you.
Cara
I
preso.
want out. Something bad's going down. I can feel it.
Caraca, o que que eu tô fazendo aqui, velho? Do nada eu entro aqui nos cantos. Caraca. Olha aí. Que tipo de maluco conta rolos de papel higiênico? Pelo visto você tem bastante tempo de sobra. Eu sei o que você está roubando papel higiênico. O cara tá roubando papel higiênico, velho. Eu tenho contado a cada dia um rolo completo some de estoque. O furto é levado a sério por aqui. É uma delegacia pelo amor. Caraca. Tá roubando papel higiênico, velho. Bora lá. Sai fora.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find
Calma aí,
Nightingale
doido. Tu vai correndo pra
The
onde?
pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't
Osh.
playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
O carro pode ser usado para viajar para outro lugar.
Clock out, get a beer.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Retrum 2, o coração. Capítulo 2, o coração,
The page
né?
says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Tem uns caras mexendo
Hey,
aqui, ó.
hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do
Hello.
a damn thing.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. That's all for now. Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bem, vocês viram aqui, né? Siga os rastros de Nightingale e olhe a cena do crime. Bem, aqui a cena do crime é essa, né? Ó. Mas que olhar aqui não. Aqui apareceu alguma coisa?
Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters.
Monstros.
Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Bora lá, né? Acho que é isto.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Seguir aqui as pegadas dele aqui, né? E a música tensa já começou. Até devagarinho aqui. Começou a chover. É isso.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Olha.
I can feel something. A presence.
É alguma coisa aqui.
Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Bem, temos aqui outra coisa e aquele lá da TV. Vamos aqui. Quadro de casos. Temos... Deixa eu ver... Como é que eu coloco isso aqui? Que não tem...
Nope.
Símbolos da seita. Deixa eu ver o que tem escrito aqui. A seita Taro está realizando rituais para criar monstros. Não, não é aqui que eu já tentei, né? Eu tenho uma explicação como estão fazendo isso. O que diabos está acontecendo aqui? Vamos aqui, casos.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Não? Lá em cima? Nightingale. Beleza. É isso mesmo. Vamos lá, né? Voltar lá pra ver. Ó. Um barulhinho estranho aqui. Bem, aqui é aquela placa da bruxa, né, ó. É um buraco ali no peito dela.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree,
Ó, vem
not
até aqui.
out of it. What is that?
O que é isso?
Seems like it's reacting to the light.
Ó, você pode ativar a intensificação da lanterna para aumentar o dano contra a escuridão e queimar a substância escura.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut.
Let's
Okay.
search. Certo.
I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Já vi esse nome em algum lugar. Olha aí, vamos colocar aqui que é pra gente... Tem um norte aqui, né?
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so,
Ó, o fusível estava
that's where I'll
instalado.
find Nightingale.
Ele havia achado no meio das tralhas da floresta. Calma aí.
Doesn't look right.
Uma luz intensa nada a machuca aqui, havendo objetos que chamavam a atenção de Saga, como se a luz estivesse manifestado.
Light is the key
O segredo da
to
luz.
stay safe, but for something more to be revealed as well.
Vamos voltar lá.
I need to find the witch's hut.
Preciso achar Rich Rush. Rich Rush, pra mim eu já ouvi esse nome. Será que é pra cá?
This is the witch's hut.
Ó, achei, velho. É a casa da bruxa. Esqueci, ó. Esqueci. Não vi. Bote as luzes para funcionar na Witch Rush. Encontre os fusíveis nos arredores. Bem, aqui é a... Deve estar aqui, né?
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Falava de um fusível. Provavelmente não vai estar aqui dentro, né?
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead.
This fuse is busted.
Fusível queimado. Achei um só que tava queimado. Bem, isso aqui é aquilo lá que a gente achou. Pra cá também a gente não tem mais nada. É, o único lugar que eu não vim foi pra cá, aqui.
This one looks good. People should
Achei.
really stop littering, though.
Bora lá, volta lá. Chamas. Sala de descanso é um lugar onde você pode salvar o seu progresso. Ah, isso aqui eu pensei que fosse alguma coisa assustadora.
Making progress.
Bem, eu salvar aqui manual. Aqui, beleza. Salvei aqui o jogo. Parece que tem outra página aqui.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Colocar alguma coisa naquele buraco lá, o buraco daquela placa, eu acho. Bem, a gente tem algumas coisas aqui.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
Tipo de ritual, ó. Qual o ritual?
Nightingale's heart disappeared from
Cadê
the
o
morgue.
coração?
Where is it now?
Tá dizendo que o coração sumiu do necrotério, né, ó.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Tá vendo, ó? Através do buraco da placa. Colocar o coração do Nightingale. Só que primeiro a gente tem que encontrar, que ela disse que sumiu do necrotério. Beleza, aqui é as páginas dos manuscritos. E aqui é as perguntas, né, ó.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more.
Cadê o coração?
Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Mercado em uma geladeira, ela falou. Beleza, bora lá.
I need to check the general store for the heart.
Preciso procurar o coração.
Casey, I'm headed to the general store.
Vou pro
I think I know how to get
mercado.
into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get
Salvar
lost?
de novo aqui só por via das dúvidas, galera.
Once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Beleza, bora lá. Sei que quero um caminho. É aqui. Mercado. Ó. Caraca, que susto que eu tive, velho. Nossa. Calma aí. Ó, ative a intensificação da lanterna para queimar a escuridão em torno dos inimigos. Nossa, velho. Um monstro. Ó, use o analgésico para se curar. O analgésico é consumido rapidamente, mas concede benefício menor à saúde. Espera aqui. Analgésico. A gente tem 2 curativos e um analgésico. Vamos equipar. Curar. Beleza. Ah, eu vi aqui que tem como colocar espaço rápido. Aqui eu vou colocar a pistola. Aqui eu vou... Não. Aqui eu vou equipar para baixo. E aqui... Não. Fiz tudo errado. Esse... Espaço rápido. Pronto, agora deu certo. Beleza. Beleza. Fizemos aqui. Não, deixa essa lanterna ligada, pelo amor de Deus, ó. Realize o ritual para abrir a justa posição. Procura o coração no mercado. A gente tem que procurar o coração primeiro, né? Vou pegar essa arma aqui na mão logo. Bem, ela falou que o coração tava numa geladeira, né, ó. Pode estar por aqui. Mas parece que não, né? Temos aqui mais aqui. Opa, tem mais itens aqui. Liberamos mais espaço ali. Uma arminha, olha que delícia. Tente a sorte no balcão. É um puzzlezinho, né, ó. Que aqui você tem que adivinhar a senha. Beleza. Um negócio aqui. Tá aqui. Provavelmente é o coração. Tá aqui.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
Quebrou do outro lado do espelho. Beleza. Bem, pegamos o coração, né, ó. Então, vamos aqui pro quadro de casos novamente, que já temos o coração. Oxi, não é aqui? Ah, as palavras no coração, tá aqui. Beleza.
Sounds literary. But what does it mean?
Parece literário. Coração está em algum lugar no mercado. É o que a gente encontrou. Beleza. Vou voltar lá.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Outra página, né? Bem, agora precisamos entregar o coração pra bruxa, né? Que ela disse. Vamos ver se a gente consegue pegar essa arma aqui que ela disse que era... Tente a sorte no balcão. Então, ó, veio diretamente pra cá, ó. 705, 713, 717, 723. Não esquece de atualizar o código. Não esquece, atualizar o código. Madame Agnieszka. Leitura de mão, bola de cristal. 202, 255, 0137. 0513. 0513. Peraí. A mesma coisa aqui, né, ó. A0505, 705, ó. O cara botou 705, 703, 717, 723 e 745. 745. Então, ou é 739, que é o depois do 23 ali, né, ó. 723, 700, ou é 739 ou é 745. Vamos tentar lá. Se não for, eu não vou ficar tentando, pra gente não perder tanto tempo, tá? Depois eu vejo como é que pega. Ó, 700... É 38, é, galera? Não lembro. 738. Deixa eu ver. Abriu, é 739. Show de bola. Pegamos uma shotgun. Pegamos essa shotgun. Você pode atribuir armas do inventário em espaço rápido. Já fiz isso. Também pode atribuir itens de cura e armas arremessáveis. É, isso mesmo. É, espaço rápido. É, isso mesmo. Beleza, a gente já colocou, né? Acho que os outros itens aqui é pilha, munição de pistola, acho que não precisa, e as pilhas, né, ó. Pacote de pilhas. Beleza, vamos aqui. Quadro de casos novamente, o coração. Enquanto isso, eles jogavam cartas no mercado. A bruxa tinha roubado o seu coração. Sai da minha casa.
Found the heart in the fridge. Just like the page said I would.
Beleza. Volta lá. Encontrar a placa agora, né?
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder.
Vamos recarregar aqui.
But it is exciting.
Que eu tô meio com receio, que isso aqui não tava aceso quando eu vim da outra vez. Que eu falei, papai. Oh, meu Deus. Oh, já saiu, velho. Vamos aí. LB para se esquivar. Oh. Nossa, velho. Cadê ele? Ó, não esqueça de usar refúgios para se esconder de inimigos e se curar. Cadê os refúgios? Eu tô aqui no refúgio. Eu tô no refúgio, velho. Calma aí. Vou me curar, calma. Que aqui é tenso, galera. Aqui é tenso. Vamos se curar aqui. Beleza. Curamos. Agora vamos matar esse filho da mãe. Tomara que não apareça mais. Só tenho 9 balas. Não sei nem se a 12 tem bala. Coração.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Não, não quero ver o terror. Jamais quero ver o terror. Nossa, velho. Agora a porra ficou séria.
Casey, do you read me? Fuck.
Derrote Nightingale.
Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan! Where are you?
Caraca, a filha dela chamando, velho.
What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Acho que não tem nada aqui não. Bora lá. Esse é o Alan Wake, né?
Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping.
Esse é um lugar onde vai...
Like a nightmare.
Caraca, ó, tem um negócio daquilo aqui, ó. Vai começar um monstro daqui. É outra página.
Need to find Nightingale.
Queira não achar ele não, velho. Deixa isso pra lá. Ó. Acho que é agora, viu? Essa música não nega. Nossa, velho, é muito tenso isso aqui.
He's here. Nightingale.
Tô escutando passos. Outra página. Aqui, né?
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
Oh, isso aqui eu não consigo pegar. Bem, é isso mesmo. Subir ali. Por que eu não consigo pegar, velho? Isso aqui, não era pra pegar? Eu acho que é a... Ó, tá ali ele, ó. O distintivo do Nightingale, né? Ele entrou aqui, Saga. E tu quer ir pra aí, é? Ele, ó. Caraca, velho. O cara tá com a tora. Calma, garotinho. Cadê você? Fique onde eu posso lhe ver. Mira em pontos de origem. Aqui, mira. Calma. Sem munição. Tô ferrado. Aí.
Get away! Get to safety.
Vem, nem sei se é pra cá. Estou indo. E eu não tenho mais munição de revólver. Oxi! Tem mais 3 balas, velho. Como é que eu vou conseguir matar esse cara? Ah, veio aqui. Bala. Ah, veio mais 10. Ótimo, mas também só veio 10 contada. Bem, tem 2 caminhos aqui, ó. Oh! 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 Nossa! Eu não tenho mais bala. E aí? O que eu faço? Eu tenho que... Oh, não. Nossa! Vai, Sega. Nossa, desculpa, galera, por ter saído aí do ângulo da câmera, mas foi necessário. Senão não conseguia desviar. Pronto, acabou-se. É, não tenho mais. Vamos procurar outro. Nossa, velho. Que triste. Vai, Saga, levanta. Cara, tão perto. Tão perto. Caraca, não tem caminho pra ir aqui, velho. Eu sinto que ele tá bem aqui. Oh, tem outra caixa aqui. Calma, eu tenho que afastar ele daqui. Com a lanterna. Agora dá pra derrubar. Posso errar não, hein? Tem 4, velho. Aê! Caraca, velho.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Bem, galera, fim do capítulo. Agora a gente vai ficar por aqui, tá? Beleza? Então já se inscreve aí no canal. Beleza? E deixa aquele like aí, chinela aquele like, beleza? A gente vai ficando por aqui. Deixa aí no seu comentário o que você achou do vídeo. Deixe também no seu comentário se você quer a série desse jogo aqui no canal. Muito da hora, achei o jogo, muito bom. Beleza? Então é isso, galera. Eu vou lá. Lucas, Chinelada Gamer vai ficando por aqui. Valeu!